The story is that when I was being in a grade 2 class student, I remember, still some memories are with me, that at first time my mother given me my pocket money. And when she given me a pocket money, she hold my hand and took me to the market. I was very happy because my mother is going to, I'm going to buy some candies around, and I was thinking like that. But surprisingly, my mother took me to a bookstore. I remember that. And she asked me, she said, Kamran, this is the money in your hand and now you have to buy a book. And I remember I resisted at that time. But she was very, persistent about it, and I ultimately have to buy it. And that was my ritual. Every time she given me a pocket money, she took me straight to the bookstore and asked me to buy a book, and I was just keeping on buying the books. I tell you something interesting. When my mother has given me money and took me to the bookstore, I realized when I'm being grown up and I built my own library and I've written my books. And once I was launching my book, and there was a big audience, and I was talking to them, I said that this book has been written 40 years back. It has just been appeared right now. And people were been surprised that what type of book you have written 40 years back, who has written that, and it's been appeared right now. Then I told them, my book has been written on that day, my dear friends, when my mother has took my hand and took me to the market and asked me to buy the book. And that book has been emerged on that day. So my dear friends, you are parents as well. Please take this from me. This is something to reflect upon. It is not important for us as a parents what we leave for our kids as inheritance. It is not important how much big balance, how much assets you have built upon for them. It is not very much important. The most important thing as a parent for you is what you leave within your kids as values. That's more profound. So what values you are living right now in your kids? That's a question you can answer yourself. Motivation has some motive behind. Every motivation has some motive behind. And the bigger the motive, the bigger the motivation you are having. So for example, what is a motivation for myself for conducting these type of sessions while I'm talking to you? What is a motivation? I'm going to share you that, the bigger motive which I got in my life. When I spent almost 5 years in that company. And then when I was leaving from my first job, I actually have to move to the other job. And at that instance, I moved back to my manager and I asked him, sir, you have made a wonder in my life. I'm not the same person. I'm becoming a different person altogether, sir. I would like to do something for you, sir. Now, my manager laughed. He said, Kamran, I didn't have done anything. I just have shown you the way. And you are the one who actually have took the pain and you have worked on yourself. And now if you feel that you've achieved something, then credit goes to you. I said, no, sir. You are the reason behind it. So I would like to do something for you. Now, when I was insisting on that part, my manager think for a while. And then he said, all right, Kamran, would you be able to do one thing for me? I said, yes, sir, please tell me what I can do. He said, Kamran, always remember that I was having something and I've seen something good in you and I've let you know about it. And I've facilitated your journey. And if you think that this journey has happened because of me, I'm thankful for it. But one thing which I would like you to do, when you will grow in your career, Kamran, you are going to come across people who are living in the same life as you were living. If you want to do a favor for me, please approach them, let them know, break some of those perceptual barriers which the people are holding them with themselves for the rest of their life. And you have to show them the way like the way I have shown you. If you are going to do it, Kamran, I will feel compensated. The moment he said that, I jumped onto my chair. I hold his hand and I said, sir, it's a done deal, sir. It's a done deal. I was not aware of that. What commitment I was making 30 years back. So my dear friends, even if I've been talking to you, I've been honoring that commitment.